Everywhere but few hours ago, as Biafra army have finally come on an indoor meeting with the government, and you know, a lot of things have been going down as far as Nigeria is concerned. Come and see the way Biafrans are actually challenging the armies and even the government and all of that. You will see show in this very video now. They finally picking a date that Biafra is finally separated from Nigeria. I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video. A lot of Biafrans are proud of their armies and all of that. You will see everything, the way Biafra actually challenge the government. You will see show in this very video. So I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, just do well to share it. Share it to the various social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now. It makes sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, for those of you that are new to this channel, endeavor to click the subscription button appearing on your video screen, and at the same time click the notification bell icon. Just click it so that YouTube will notify you whenever we drop a new video in few hours time. You know, Kasala bust few hours ago as a video finally leaked. This is secret videos that a lot of people have not seen, and this is a video where Biafra armies finally come on an indoor meeting with the Nigerian government. Kasala bust few hours ago. You will see the questions they asked Biafra armies. This is amidst the fact that Biafra want to separate and form their own Biafra nation and all of that. You know, it's no more the news that NNAMDI actually announced December 2nd as the deadline that Biafra nation is going to be legitimized and Nigeria will be illegitimized and all of that. NNAMDI have finally come out and made it known to the general public that it's going to separate the Biafra from the Nigerian armies and Nigerian government. That is what it's trying to do now. The Nigerian government never expected that this video will leak a few hours ago amidst the indoor meeting and the questions they asked Biafra armies in this very video, and you will see the way Biafrans actually answer the question. Now a date have finally been fixed for the separation of Biafra. So I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video for you to see the way things go. You will see show in this very video Biafrans are not playing at the moment. These guys are not joking. So if you can share this video, just do it to share it. Share it on the social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. You know, it has been a while that the KANU have been held hostage in the DSS custody, and the court have made ruling in several locations that this man should be released amidst the fact that they court see it as if he's not guilty of any offenses and all the charges that have been counted against him. The court awaited everything. They said no, this man is not guilty of anything, that the DSS should release him with immediate alacrity, but the DSS refused to release him. Even as at now, the court made the final ruling few days ago that the DSS should allow this man to go, which was last month. But since then, the DSS hit Nnamdi Kanu. They never allowed the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu to see him again, and this is after they changed the director general of the DSS. Now they changed the DG of the DSS. The former one wasn't there again. Now the new one is not allowing the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu to see him again. He never allowed the wife of Nnamdi Kanu to see him. Now the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu have finally filed petition against the new boss of the DSS amidst the fact that they are hiding Nnamdi Kanu, and the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu are saying that nobody knows the whereabouts of Nnamdi Kanu, that they see him last. It is more than a month ago since when the court have made the ruling that they should release him. That's when they have seen him last. They never see this man again. They never know his health condition. They never know maybe he's alive or dead or all of that. That's what they're saying on media now. Kasala bust few hours ago. So I would like us to stay connected to the end of the video. If you can share it, just do it to share it. The armies of the Biafrans, they have been making the news for the past few days now. They have finally come on an indoor meeting, a secret meeting, because the video leaked out few hours ago. Amidst the fact that the armies of the Biafran have finally come into a meeting, an indoor meeting with the Nigerian government and all of that. You will see the way they ask them questions. You will see the way these armies answer the question. You will see the way the representative of the army of the Biafran, you will see the way he actually answered the question and challenged the Nigerian government. And a lot of Biafrans have finally come out to say that they're proud of what the guy did and what the armies did in the court chamber and all of that. Now Biafrans are finally going on a given date, which you will hear in this very video. So I'd like us to take that to the end of the video for you to hear everything yourself, the way it goes. You will hear everything in details. You will be surprised with the questions, and you will be astonished with the way this man actually answered the question. It amazed a lot of people. Biafran army are not joking at the moment. So if you can share the video, share it. If you can share it, just like it. Just stay connected as I leave you to watch the video. I'm coming back again.
You said it was the North that waged war on Biafra?
The North, in fact, the first division from the North descended on Biafra from Nsukka.
Is that the first division of Northern Nigerian Army?
Of course, it is not first division of Northern Nigerian Army, but it was commanded by the Northern troops, Northern officers and men.
And that's your basis of saying it was the North that waged war on Biafra?
I said actually it was Nigeria that waged war, not Biafra waging war on Nigeria.
No, you said the North in your evidence.
It must be lapsus linguae.
Thank you very much. Now, you said it was in your book and in your evidence that the coup at 1966 January was long overdue.
That was what I felt. That was my opinion.
Do you still feel that a military coup is the best solution to political problems of countries such as Nigeria? Now, as you are there now on oath.
The situation in 1966 cannot by any means be equated to the situation now in Nigeria.
Now, do you agree? Now, what I'm saying is, maybe you don't understand my question.
I do understand your question. In 1966, how I felt then might not necessarily be how I feel now.
Okay. Do you still believe that military as an alternative to political government or to democratic government is the best solution?
Right now that I am an old man, I feel otherwise.
Okay. And you know that that first attempt you made was the beginning of the military incursion into democratic rule in Nigeria.
Very right. It is not the handover or button changing that you keep having after that.
Okay. Now the Ohanese petition and your evidence said there was to be a planned jihad on January 17th. It came from your evidence.
I said it's in my book, which was published in 1981.
Listen to my question, please.
Yes, I said so.
Now, immediately after talking about the jihad, they said the coupists.
There's nothing called.
Listen now, those who planned the coup is the same thing.
Coup plotters.
Yes, the coup plotters, it doesn't matter. The coup plotters were to install Chief Awolowo as the president.
That's what they plan to do.
Which of them? Those who planned the jihad or your own? Those who planned?
You talk about planning the jihad. Those of us concerned with the coup of January 66 did not plan any jihad.
Yes.
In fact, they carried the coup, they moved fast to preempt jihad. That's what I said.
Listen,
and it's so well recorded.
No, it's no question of well recorded. You see, you planned a coup.
Beautiful.
The Ohanese petition alleged that that coup was to prevent a jihad on the 17th.
Beautiful.
The following sentence in their petition says, those coup plotters wanted to install Chief Awolowo as the president of Nigeria. Something is amiss somewhere. Is it your group that wanted to install Chief Awolowo or the jihadists? That's all I want you to clear to the commission.
The book I tendered here is very specific on it. Awolowo was to come and be the head of government.
That's your arrangement?
Our own, yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you believe that Igbos are being marginalized?
Of course Igbos are being marginalized.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
Wait, you have answered my question. Now, one of your witnesses said Igbos are everywhere in this country and doing everything. They are so friendly and they are involved in every trade and business in every nook and corner of this country.
Is that how you appreciate?
Answer the question.
Is that how you appraise marginalization?
Answer the question.
Every individual. Let me tell you what is wrong with this country.
Sorry, my lord.
Every individual.
My lord, I want you to answer my question.
Struggles on his own. Every individual. So Igbos being everywhere shows that Igbos are the best Nigerians. They are the best Nigerians. They are everywhere. They are true Nigerians.
You should have waited for my question.
No, but I must preempt even your question. You see, Igbos, if you are talking about marginalization, it isn't in terms of Igbos individually working as individuals.
In what context is the marginalization?
Exactly. For instance, the question of appointments, the question of things that belong to us in general, in fact, even the question of depriving Igbos of their rights. This is marginalization.
Now, you said in the Ohanese petition that Igbos are only one out of 400 ethnic groups in this country. You agree?
Could you please restrict yourself to the statements I made?
You are supposed to answer my questions. If you don't know, say you don't know.
Uche Chukwumereji has answered that kind of question. I am dealing with January coup, and that Ohaneze has partitioned everything. My compartment is January coup 66.
My friend, you are here as the witness to the commission, and it is my right to ask you questions, and you have an obligation to answer them. If you don't know how to answer, say you don't know.
The truth is that you said that I falsified history. I want to know where in my statement, it is in your letter. I want to know where in my statement I falsified.
It is in the record of Ohaneze, and you are their witness. And you agree with me that Ohaneze are complaining of marginalization?
Of course.
Now, do you agree with what Ohaneze said?
I agree that Ohaneze is right in saying that Igbos are marginalized.
And they are also right in saying that there are over 400 ethnic groups in Nigeria.
There are too many, even more than 400 if you like.
And you also agree with what they said, that the Igbos constitute about 16% of the population of this country.
I would have said actually 25%.
Okay. Now, do you have any statistics to show that the Igbos in appointments do not have up to 25% in the federal service? Do you have any statistics?
My
if
Lord,
you don't have, say you don't have.
Let me answer it. Don't rush me. How can you have statistics when we don't have true census figures in Nigeria?
I'm not talking
How
of.
can you? You are talking about statistics. Let us have census figures first.
Because we don't have census figures, then we don't have statistics.
Then you are imagining
appointments in federal.
A lot of people are dreaming dreams in this country. Some people put the population of this Nigeria at 120 million. Some said 100. Some said 100. When are we going to have our figures? True figures.
Please answer my question. We're talking about appointments. You said you are being marginalized in appointments. Do you have any statistics to show that you do not have up to 25%?
Ohaneze can supply that, and I believe that Ohaneze has supplied that.
They have not supplied it.
Well, you go to Ohaneze to supply it. Let me go on what I know.
Now, military regimes, just like the one you wanted to bring in, come on their own. And when they rule as military regimes.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Not all the time.
If you like, I name your military regimes that use civilians to get on with rulership or governance.
Just like civilians use you in 66. Sorry. There was there was never any military regime in this country that ruled without civilians.
Fair enough.
Ruled without civilians.
Good. I'm happy you are confirming it. That's what I said.
Yes. And there was never any military regime in this country that ruled without representation from across this country.
We never ruled Nigeria.
No, I'm not talking.
We of January 66 never ruled Nigeria. So you are not in a position to know who should have been in the government if we actually wanted to rule Nigeria.
Okay. Now, in 1966, 60% of the officers of the Nigerian army were Igbos.
60% of the officer corps
were Igbos.
That is, in fact, an estimate, yes.
Yes. And at that time, from your evidence and your book, one of the things worrying the Igbo officers was that there was the Nigerianization of the army, and some people were insisting on quota.
You know, I took advantage of Nigerianization of the army So I could not condemn Nigerianization of the army.
No, I'm not saying you.
What we took exception from was the question of anybody in trousers becoming an officer. That's what we took exception from.
Okay. Now, when you left the army as a captain.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I didn't leave the army. I was bundled into prison.
Okay, and then from there dismissed or retired.
Up till tomorrow, we were not tried, so I don't know whether it's dismissed or retired.
And all this is because you are involved in the January 66.
Exactly.
General
And as I told you, even Gawan did not try us.
Yes.
Rather, he gave one of us, our leader, he gave our leader a military burial and gave him full military honors whilst he detained us. And you could kill Ironsi for not trying us. And he left that gentleman for not trying us either.
Now, at the time you planned the coup, or you were planning the coup, you knew that if the coup failed, your career in the army is finished.
Fantastic, you are right.
Then
I knew.
Yes. Then why were you complaining that some of your mates were major generals?
You see, the trouble is that
they didn't plan
understand.
a coup. They were good Nigerians. That's why they became major generals.
A lot of them became major generals because of coups.
Successful
and in fact,
coups.
they promoted themselves. You should have known that. Why are you laughing? You should have known that. They promoted themselves. That's why other countries laugh at us. Please go ahead.
Yes, I'll go ahead, Mr. Bule. Mr. Bule, now in your book, you tried to state the reasons why you people gathered to organize the coup.
You're right.
Now, thinking back now, do you still regard those reasons as valid?
Very.
Listen, for a military takeover instead of a democratic change of government. You understand the question?
The reasons were as valid then as they are valid today. The killings in the West and the killings in TV area prompted, in fact, an action from us. And there were other reasons. Now, other reasons, they're all enumerated in the book I had tendered.
Now, you use the rank colonel now because you are promoted in the Biafran army.
Beautiful. And I prefer it.
And Ojukwu also promoted himself.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. When he comes, you will ask him.
Now, from certain publications we read, credited to you, you were not in very good terms with Ojukwu.
I am happy you said this.
Yes.
In other words, I have my own views on every issue. I am happy you said this.
Yes.
Because I fought the war on the Biafran side. I criticized Ojukwu for taking certain measures. And I'm happy you have my book there, The Fall of Biafra. I have my own views. Just as I had my own views in Nigeria when I was an army officer. And my views tallied with some views by other people.
Now, do you know that, like I said earlier, in every corner of this country there are Igbos living peacefully with other Nigerians? Living peacefully? Yes, with other Nigerians.
Well, there are Igbos, correct, but living peacefully, I don't know. Because they are being murdered at every turn. They are being slaughtered at every turn. Anytime there was any riot, they are slaughtered. And you should have known that too.
Are you speaking on facts or on what you read on the pages of newspapers?
Well, all I can tell you is that there's even a case here.
There are Igbos across northern Nigeria.
And probably Akaloka is living happily, isn't he? Probably.
Do you know what Akaluka did? You brought the issue. Do you know what Akaluka did? Do you know the facts?
Whatever he did.
Listen, do you know the facts?
Whatever he did, he should have been subjected to the rule of law.
Listen, do you know the facts?
The rule of law should have applied.
Do you know the facts about Akaluka?
You said that I listened to the radio and I read the papers. Look, I read the papers.
Oh, so
all I know is that he is not alive today to even deny what he's been said to have done.
Do you know that as a result of Akaluka, 20 House of Land people were killed?
That is what you said. We have not been told this. Have you sent any delegation to Igbo land to explain the Akaloka issue? Have you sent any delegation to Igbo land?
You are not supposed to ask me questions. You have to answer my questions.
I'm sorry. I'm awfully sorry, my lord.
Okay.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see the way everything goes in this very video. You can see the way they're asking this man questions, and you can see the way the man was actually answering all the questions. This is one of the men that plotted the coup back then in the 60s. These are the men, and this man is coming out boldly to answer the questions that they're asking him in the court. You can see the way he's defending the Igbos, he's defending Biafrans. They never knew this video can actually come true, but the video has finally come to the limelight. They never expected that Nigerians can come across this video. So you can see now that these Biafran people, the Biafran agitators, they aren't joking. These people are not joking. They saying they really wants to leave. And Samuel Ekpa came out a few days ago. He made it known to the general public that he's going to announce the legitimization of Biafra nation on the 2nd of December. And a lot of people are actually applauding him. They're waiting for the 2nd of December. But the same Samuel Ekpa came out because a lot of people know him to be a coward. According to report, according to the fact that he has made a lot of speech in time past, which are all lies and fallacy. He speaks, but there's no action attached to it. That's what a lot of people are actually saying. Now, the same Samuel Ekpa in question came out a few days ago to announce December 2nd, and a lot of people are waiting patiently for the breakthrough of Biafran on the 2nd of December, and he said it's going to come through a convention in Finland. That was what Samuel Ekpa said. A lot of people are waiting patiently for it, and even the Nigerian government are waiting patiently for the drama that Samuel Ekpa actually want to perform. Now, he said he has equipped Biafran armies that if Nigerians should actually do a fuck up, that the Biafran army will invade everywhere. That was what Samuel Ekpa said, and this threat that Samuel Ekpa have been given have caused a lot of problem in Nigeria. That's why a lot of people actually go against the agitation that this man is actually making. They said there's nothing bad in agitation, but the energy and the kind of way to which Samuel Ekpa is running this affair of agitation of Biafra, a lot of people are saying that it is against the law, it is against the constitution of any country, that it is very wrong. But Samuel Ekpa never see it as a wrong move and all of that, and that is why a lot of people, including the Igbos, they are kicking against him, because a lot of life have actually been lost through Samuel Ekpa directives and the rulings that he have made in the eastern part of Nigeria in the absence of Nnamdi Kanu, because Nnamdi Kanu have been in the DSS custody. Nnamdi Kanu have been the one safeguarding the lives of Biafrans and all of that from the Fulanis, according to report. But the same Nnamdi Kanu that the people are taking directive from before is now in the DSS custody. But Samuel Ekpa is out there making directives that is against the Igbo land and the Biafran and all of that. But now Samuel Ekpa have finally come out straight, and he said they have equipped up Biafran armies that they will come out straight to Nigeria, and that there's nothing Nigerian army can do, that Nigerian armies cannot even stand beside the Biafran army. That's what Samuel Ekpa is saying, and this man remained in Finland without being extradited back to Nigeria. Now, Kasala boss few hours ago, Dr. Onkojo Iweala, the Igbo woman, have finally come out to boss Samuel Ekpa. You know, a lot of people, as I've said earlier, they're not supporting the moves of Samuel Ekpa because they believe that Samuel Ekpa is trying to make a Biafran nation on lies, because Samuel Ekpa lied on Onkojo Iweala, the woman that is very outstanding and very reputable as far as Nigeria and Africa is concerned. Samuel Ekpa said the woman have helped Biafran nation to secure a loan in the World Bank, the loan that worth $56 billion, and this around 70 trillion in naira. Now the question out there is, who gave Samuel Ekpa the loan? Who helped Samuel Ekpa to secure the loan? The woman in question that Samuel Ekpa was trying to appreciate that he helped him to secure the loan, and finally come out and boss out. They say Samuel Ekpa is a liar, that he never helped Samuel Ekpa to secure any loan, that he have never met Samuel Ekpa in her entire life before, that Samuel Ekpa is just a coward that is trying to ruin her reputation. These are Igbo to Igbos. This obviously telling you that a lot of Igbos are not in support of what Samuel Ekpa is doing now. Samuel Ekpa is saying that the woman helped him and Biafra nation to secure loan from the World Bank worth trillions of naira, but obviously speaking, the World Bank cannot give out a loan to a country that is not established or legalized. The World Bank cannot give a loan to a country that is not recognized in the world or in the world map and all of that, because they still see Biafran as part of Nigeria. So they can't give someone in the name of Biafra a loan. The World Bank cannot give a personality a loan. They only give loan to legalized and authorized country. Now, which country is Biafra? Is Biafra a country yet? So how do Samuel Ekpa secure a loan? This is obviously telling you that what Samuel Ekpa is saying is a big lie, and there's no loan in anywhere. And a lot of people have actually bashed Samuel Ekpa that he is a terrible liar that is trying to make lies from the truth and all of that. Now, what's your take regarding everything that Samuel Ekpa is doing? Do you really think the December 2nd announcement of Samuel Ekpa that is going to legalize Biafra nation and all of that, do you really think it's going to come true? Drop your opinion in the comment section on this video. And regarding the Biafran army that plotted coup, that the question in this very video, regarding everything that is said and the energy to which he answered the question, drop your opinion. As I'm going to get another for you. Ensure you follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LIBEARTION TV and LIBEARTION Entertainment, on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG watch TV.